about some of the worst and best Gumball Season 1 episodes. Starting with number 3 worst, the robot. Some of you may be thinking that I hate this episode because it predicted AI voices, but no! Rather, I hate it because apparently common sense doesn't exist. When you see Bobber pretending to be Gumball, can you find any differences between the two? Well, it's said because Bobber's a CGI robot, while Gumball's a 2D cat. Those similarities are here be blue as a surprisingly accurate Gumball voice.
Dodge or dare! Roll the dice, take it. Who am I kidding? Dodge or dare! Roll the dice.
It is so worth at the same amazing style that I would believe it. But since it's not, you can see why Little Bobber sisters dies. There's just no way anyone could fall into that.
I can't believe this report card. What's happened to you, Gumball?
What? How can Nika and Naive, the smart ones, not figure out that Bobber stole Gumball's identity? Now, this is a flaw you'll see with the worst episodes. The learn get changed to fit in with the story. And if I says that, then I'll know that the Y is sweet sauce. If your story goes against the law, then don't make it. Since I don't want to bore you explaining this quote every time, I'll just call it a SC mirror moment for the rest of the video. If you know, you know. Number 3 best, the helmet. Who knew that a tinfoil hat would be this powerful? One day, Gumball created a helmet that gives the wearer good luck. I bet this happened after the curse because he clearly didn't want any more bad luck. But when you accept something that always gives you good luck, then you'll know that others want to abuse it. And that's precisely what happened here. Nico wants it to get a promotion, Wizard wants it to win something on a game show, and Gumball says wants it because he misses it so much. This queen turns down and got so bad that Naive and Dai had to destroy it. Right on the list, style. There was no boring mood here. Everything was either funny, but cool, or got be in between. It was basically a roller coaster of emotions. Can you believe this came out of season 1? Number 2 worst, the dress. Man, this episode had so much potential. Gumball being mistaken for a princess isn't that bad because we see Africans around Elmer. And he uses this opportunity that people do stuff for him. So what's the problem then? Well, it's another SC mirror moment. This time, the victor was Darwin. For some reason, Darwin was being a stalker turns the princess. This goes against his kind character. And oh my gosh. I can't believe I had to talk about this, but I had to. It's revealed that Darwin only loved the dress, not the person. But since Gumball had to wear it for most of the episode, it really implied that Darwin wanted to be in a relationship with his brother. This isn't brotherly love, it's romantic! I'm surprised Cartoon Network allowed this to happen in the first place. This fire clip shows perfectly my reaction to this simple sip. Number 2 best, the barrier. Whoa! I I didn't expect this episode's way to be this good. The barrier is about Nika hanging out with her son, but he quickly gets tired of her. After reading this premise, it sounds like I would have hated it, but they did best to make it work. Nika raised her son since the testing time. She fed him, and she even invaded his privacy. All while Gumball stole her. It's quiz, but it's hilarious. I bet you that we really had gotten Gumball's awkward relationship with Hot Dog Guy if it weren't for the mailer. So that's second to think about. Now, for the very first time, the episode has stakes. When Nika starts teasing Penny that her son loves her, Gumball finally snaps and sounds this.
No, I don't! I don't love Penny and I never will!
Gumball? Well, thanks for being honest with me.
No, wait! I meant I'll never love Peanut! No, ponies!
Oh dear. I'm not much of a sipper anymore, but seeing this play out was miserable. Gumball has spent the whole season trying to win her Penny, only for one misunderstanding to lose it all. Man, that sucks. But wait! Gumball's got a plan! He's going to try Penny's tear claw to prove that he's better than her. And while that didn't go exactly as planned, he did save her by getting bullied for the team. And the good part? Nika didn't help him. Gumball did this all by herself. Man, the story went all out in these fall season 1 episodes. First, we got a Ted's Lucky Helmet episode, and now we have a beautiful pet ball episode. Aww. Now, before I reveal my #1 favorite episode, let's finish off the worst side. #1 worst. The laziest. Don't lie, you all saw this one coming. The laziest is a well-known hated Gumball episode, and I can see why. Throughout the entire episode, Wizard was tricking his own children to do the chores for him. Let's not tech. You need decent intelligence to make variation work. Wizard has none, which means that he suffers from an SC Vermo here. Will you believe me if I say that the laziest has failure? No? Well, too bad. We got one. For almost 4 minutes, Gumball annoyed the heck out of Larry just so he could become lazy again. It's honestly quite sad seeing these two fools with a permanent life like that. And the payoff? Well, Larry became too lazy to participate in the lazy off. I know they deserve this, but that doesn't excuse them for wasting my time. All in all, the laziest was a complete disaster. Larry got tortured for nothing. Wizard was being out of calendar. And the worst part? He never got any punishment for his absence. This can send the one message to kids. That means that it's okay to manipulate others when it's not. If you like this episode, then more power to you. I just can't stand it. #1 best? The D. Yep, that's how you pronounce it. If the barrier had always been away with its scale widened, then the D is on our level. After a lot of bedding, Nika decides to buy her son's coin outfits. And like the previous activities they had, they dearly love them. That's cute. But what's not cute is see how their classmates feed them. See Gumball target bully is sad enough, but hearing their mother's solution is even worse. Imagine your parents take away the one thing that makes you happy because they feared that it will ruin your life. You can even see and hear how miserable Gumball they are by listening to number 2. But fortunately for these boys, Penny did stand up for them because she knew how much they loved their choir outfits. She was supporting them, not being rude. And once Nika learned about that, she gives his cape back to her husband. Aww. All in all, the D teases us that there are always going to be people hating you, but as long as you have supportive friends around, then it's gonna be okay. Those boys will get their comeuppance in the future anyway. While the worst season 1 episodes have people going out of calendar, they're not as bad since the staff was trying to figure out what to do with them. And when they do, they can produce some of the best episodes like the T. But I do wonder what season 2 has gotten for us, though.
Saving us in style, huh?